After a hot second of figuring out numerous difficulties, I hath returned. And things seem to be working now. I say that. I should probably test to see if this is... There we go. If I do this... Yeah, it's okay. It still picks up that there's a game going on. Okay. Let me just realign myself. Realign my chakras. Put that there, and then we do that and that. Alrighty. That was something, but we're back. It's Bastion Demons. Is that like... Is that old us? That looks like an old us. A language I can't read, I don't think. Okay, so I know this baby shows up at some point. I feel like they were like, okay, let's do all these for like cool things, and then like, because they weren't adding anything else, they wanted to just make sure they weren't leading anyone up. Oh. It's beautiful. Alright, let's get on with it. I didn't pay attention. Jumping back here. I feel like Hulk will do this. Hey, doggo. No. Oh, I can't pick these up. Where did you show it from? Okay, hold on. Probably should check if I'm... No, I have not left behind any secrets. Hello. Thank you. But yeah, anyway, we return. Oh, I thought I could shoot it. Sorry, did I give away my location? That's very unfortunate for me, I guess. Okay. That was lit. So there's a bunch of issues as to why that wasn't working. But yeah, we're back. Thank you. So I was thinking about changing the difficulty. Because though I am not good at this game, I do feel like it could be a little harder. Let's try it. This feels like a trap. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Up. Right. So that. And then right, okay, so I get like a alright. Now just checking real quick. Did it save my it did save my audio. Okay, good to know. Alrighty. Woo. Don't get in there. I didn't realize. Chainsaw got him once. Back in it. To win it. What do we got? Form glory kills faster. Launch. Gain boost after performing a glory kill. Nah. Increase movement control while in midair. Isn't there like a slow-mo one? Yeah, I like this. Touch the shiny thing. Only drifting happen if you touch the shiny thing. Yeah, I like it. We like it. Wait, can I just get up on this? Yeah. Anything else? No? That's alright. Go inside. No! You're kidding. I wanted to get ammo. I keep confusing E for C for whatever reason. Okay. Turn combat shotgun into a grenade launcher. Can I like... Oh. Bomb speed increase. Okay, sticky bomb explosion size. I like the explosion. Thank you very much. Now, hold on, because I feel like there are secrets afoot. So wait, did I like complete the area? I hope my friend comes back. I was having a lovely chat with them. Ooh. I see something over there, but I also see something over there, which makes me think there's something I haven't spotted just yet. Maybe I get to it later. Is this the kind of game that will like... that would do that kind of stuff? Is this some... oh wait, no. Oop. Oh, hold on. Hello. Oh, we love it. I'm gonna like behind. Okay, there's an area here. Right there. Thank you. No, this is where it wants me to go. I want to go back. Oh, how do I get up there? Hold on. Whoops. Hold on, how do I get up there? Maybe I... What? Am I gonna hurt myself? Well, the answer's yes, but... oh, come on. Okay, I'll figure out how to get out there later. But there is an area over here. I don't think I can make that jump. Maybe I'm meant to come back here. I'm having like deja vu of experiencing the same thing when I first played this game. And something tells me I get like a dash ability. But yeah. Designed specifically for me to work. They're like, yes, punch man is going to come. Ooh. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah. I knew it. Hold on, Wolf Boy. Can I not go back? I'll go back later. I used both my caches. Surely I can get back to that. Good day. Alright. Let's have a look around, see what things I can punch in this building. Pow! Punch, punch, pow! That was a cool transition. Dunno. Gonna be completely honest. Dunno. My thing's glowing now. Am I like a mistake?
It's not yours to take.
Oh. Gimme.
You cannot kill the priests. You know our laws. Despite their transgressions against the Covenant, they are still of Sentinel blood. What you interfere with now is bigger than you can imagine. It is written. It is their time to give penance. If you continue, you will bring down the heavens' wrath. You are but one man. They are no longer your people to save.
Okay, first of all, I gotta go to the bathroom. Sorry to interrupt that amazing. And I feel like I'm missing stuff though, like some pretty critical details. So give me 1 second, and I'll. I return. I will close my screen. I'll open the gate, and I will resume. So, it kind of feels like there's a bunch of these Doom Slayers, or like Demon Slayers or whatever. And I'm not too familiar with the lore and how it all works. But, kind of feels like I'm a bit of an outcast. They don't seem the happiest that I'm with. Instead, just a invincible rabbit. Good. This place is not good. But I go. Actually, you know what? Let's. first of all.
This Sentinel battery can be used to provide additional power to your ship. Several modules remain unused. Finding more batteries will enable you to utilize the full functions of your command station.
I wonder if there's like a increased ammo capacity feature thing. Anyway, we're gonna go into this. One of the try that one. Try that again. Do I have to go back up there? I'm really scared to die. No, okay. You got all the things? Except for a 1-up. You know what? I can seems to be another somewhere. gaping hole. Let's change to the plasma rifle. I'll be able to. Keep an eye. That's what I thought. So there's a one up behind me. Is what I'm saying. Sorry. So wait, can I not actually use this? Why not? Oh, that was unlocked. Didn't realize that.
There is a Sentinel power core nearby. You can use it to activate the mech and clear a path forward.
This. Mirror. Thank you, but there is one problem. There is a secret I have yet to find. Oh wait. So, give me a second. I think it's like somewhere up there. Got something there. Seems to be an area even lower. Something tells me it's going this way. Of vinyl. Make sure not to scratch that while we beat up some well, anime gaming points. Now, did I miss anything? Not that I know of. random punch me in the face. Ah. This scared me. Shoot him. Shoot him. Woo. During the lava. There we go. But stop shooting that. Oh, yummy random liquids. And I just decided to drink mid-combat. Okay, so I need to get I didn't commit to it. There's something up somewhere. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get there at some point. And we put it in the big robot guy. Yeah, I just look stupid. Okay, first of all, there is like a thing, where is it? was easy. Alright. And I saw another thing. This is tempting me. Well, come on, we got this. If I like, don't fall in the lava. Don't fall in the lava. Wow. There's no crook way up, is there? I just took a very wrong way. Where am I going? I'm going uppies. This way is uppies. I also want to go to here. You think I can get? I feel like it's not how I'm supposed to get there. Oh, definitely not. No, I'm supposed to do this first. I went the complete wrong way. No, I didn't. Grab all those armor plates because thinly. Okay, so where am I supposed to put this in? End of the big sword. Hello. I will see you in the next game. Is this a spear or a sword? Spear, I'm willing to guess. Farewell, father. I'll be on my way. Monkey. Shotgun ready is my favorite weapon. Good life. How can you go wrong with a shotgun? No, I am. Yes, I am going. I was half expecting a tentacle to show up, but it did not. I'm very happy. do for me? Can't get back. Where am I meant to go? Okay, I'm meant to shoot the cannon. How do I get up to this? Very nice. Grabby mine, it glows so it goes. Num num. You gotta clean up, but look at you, you're a mess. I think I got this new, I want to say cleaning product. Yes, we're going towards it. Yeah. Nice. Now. So this gives me more ammo. I think I want more ammo right now. Labrock Cave. Don't show up. Good.
Sorry, my soul just left my body real quick.
Who's shooting? Hold on. Thank you. Gotta be patient, you know, these things take time. Where do I just go down? Makes me think there's something cooked. Ooh, no. I like. Oh. Ow. Give me the orb. The orb is mine. Did the gates open? Is there something else I was supposed to do in here? Feels like it should have opened. Am I lying to myself? That's on me? Oh, come on. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? just fixed this issue. Why are we having more issues? Hold on. Let me see if I can fix this. Doom, you're great. You just have troubles sometimes. And I don't know why. We'll open up this. Doom's still doing its thing. I was having this issue before. Um, okay, I don't know what's going on with all this. Where's the spider? Thank you. Now we'll go here. Grab you. Go back here. Grab. No, we grabbed the page already. Go here. Oh, I didn't put my thing on. Professional streamer doing streaming stuff. Very good at what I do. There we go. There's a suspicious pool down there. I want to see what's up. Where's this? There it is. Yes, the back surface. We got this. Thank you for your head. That's a four. That's a four. Oh boy, you're eating your vegetables. Run. Okay, well, at the very least, we can figure out if this is still not working. Apparently not. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with this, but in the meantime, what we can do... I can keep the music playing. But I don't know what's going on. Hello. Good start.
Yeah, I know. Did you end up getting your Doom Eternal working?
No! I don't know what's going on with it.
That
Like, whenever I load in an area, it freezes. Like, the game just freezes.
yeah.
So, I thought I fixed it, because I technically did for a short period of time, because where I was getting stuck, like, worked. But now, if I die and I go to, like, respawn from checkpoint, if I click the button,
it freezes.
It'll just freeze, yeah. So,
I see. That's
so-
not good.
yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. I did, like, an update of my computer and, made sure the files were not corrupted or anything through Steam.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like
It's
there's
not gonna
anything-
work.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like anything clear is wrong, so I'll probably have to delve deeper into that. But for the time being, I'm just gonna chuck on some very nice,
Tunes.
stream-friendly fantasy music.
I have put my music on, put some music on, because I'm inspirating at the moment.
You're inspirating. You have
That's-
inspiration.
Literally, like, yeah, because I'm like, well, I'm guessing it's kind of official that you're next DM.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, I already know who I'm playing next. And I was like, I'm gonna kind of go on I'm gonna go on his previous design. And I'm like, I'm unhappy with his previous design.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, it's a little bit basic, but also like it's also very old version of him.
And it's
Like, I got-
also like things will change depending on
Yeah.
like the theme of the game. Because I know,
Of course.
like, and this is if I do a continuation of
Yeah.
the current world we are running.
Yeah.
They are very different themes and feelings.
Yeah.
Um,
So example A, this is a really old design.
okay.
This was his next design that I worked on maybe last year. And I thought you should know that me and Imi are also doing characters who are very tied together.
Nice.
So most of our backstory is tied together besides towards the end, but that's something we'll probably discuss with you.
Yeah, obviously, and there'll have to be a bit of wiggle room to like.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Okay.
like we have a whole document. It is mainly just it is technically text messages between me and Imi,
Mhm.
but we have like things that we know that what's the law between us? Why are we here? What's sort of our goal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting
like, with-
choice to go
yeah.
with that spear as well.
It's actually a lance.
Oh, a lance. Sorry.
I want to do something a bit different because I thought you should know. I'm doing Paladin.
Ooh.
I'm doing Paladin this time.
Fun. Interesting.
And doing Oath of the Watchers, which is, yes, hint hint, connected to backstory.
Yeah.
With slight twist.
How because I know
Twist.
people kind of vary with how they play, and I'm fine with being quite loose with like I guess like the rules around it. But I know oaths can be quite demanding at times.
Yes. What I looked into like Oath of the Watchers was like pretty just be loyal. Be
Yeah,
very
but
loyal
it's,
to your
like,
friends.
It's because loyalty can be viewed very differently.
It is.
So-
It's
to
yeah,
like,
it's
what extent is the loyalty like?
I'm guessing this because it's I guess this is how this the loyalty I'm interpreting. It's based on his technically god.
Yeah.
There's a technicality to the god because I think me and him have decided not really god. It's more like a mortal who's lived quite a bit of time.
Yeah, a patron. It's it's
Kind of,
essentially
yeah.
because there's
patron.
deities, and then
Yeah.
and mind you, there can be crossover. At least from my knowledge of it, you can definitely
Yeah.
have crossover between.
I just go look in both projects.
what you worship.
Yeah. So, you know what the Oath of the Watchers are, right?
I don't. Not from the top of
Basically,
my memory.
we hate extraplanet. We're basically racist towards extraplanar creatures.
It gives me the vibe of
Well,
Gith
protectors.
Yankee.
Basically, we're not okay. We don't hate people who are from the astral realms. We hate creatures of evil who are from the astral realms or like anything foreign from material plane.
Okay. So yeah, it's which is interesting that it's specifically like outside of the realm of
Yeah.
the material plane, because then that would like delve into like why is it that way specifically, and
Yeah.
how loose would you be to like
With
people who are evil in
yeah.
the material world?
Oh, evil regardless. We're still going. It's evil regardless, but we're more from what with Lord we discussed between me and Emmy. We're specialized in dealing with those type of things, particularly and this is I'm gonna say this 'cause I think none of our other D&D fans are gonna watch this stream, but basically, we hate a tree. Me and Emmy.
You hate a
The-
tree.
There's a tree. Okay, so basically, in the lore between what just happened, is that there's a tree that we've sealed away. Long ago, our patron basically sealed it away
Mm-hmm.
out of fear because it's basically eternally immortal.
Mm-hmm. So it can live forever. So the best way to deal with it is containing it.
Basically, sealing it in a coffin.
Okay.
That's the way we've worded it.
Yeah, like a metaphorical, like
Yeah.
it's not in a wooden coffin.
Yeah.
It's like it's in a seal. It's some kind of.
Its name is Solani,
Mm-hmm.
an immortal plant, and basically, and our patron is called the Eternal Moon.
Okay.
Because we thought that would be a nice name for it. Nice name for her, actually.
Okay. Okay.
And
the ties to the like why moon specifically, is that just supposed to represent like multi-plane, like beyond the material?
basically,
Okay.
Solani, we've kind of assumed on like hundreds of years what Ironheart and Amy's character, which is called Copper, by the way.
Okay. Are
Because
they
it's basically Master Squire. No, not a Warforge. No, they are a Leonin.
Okay. Alright.
Basically, it's a sort of a Master Squire relationship between those two.
Okay. So it gives off not 100%, but it's kind of giving off like Geralt and what's his name? Why Dandelion?
Dandelion? Ooh,
Dandelion?
not that.
Is that his name? What's
yes.
his fucking name?
Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about, but I'm gonna say this. So, I think that, yes, but in reverse for our characters.
Who's whom then?
I'm the Dandelion, currently.
Oh, really?
That's due to, fun fact, doesn't have many memories. He's amnesiac.
We love a good I have
Because-
no fucking clue who I am.
Well, he has clue because part of being a reborn is you get a couple of memories, which being
yeah.
3.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I've
yeah.
like the memories. I think I would say he knows he's a master towards Copper and his squire. He remembers the last day he was alive.
Was it with Copper?
Yeah,
Okay.
and the sad thing is how they left is he basically pushed Copper off a cliff to save them.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. From a cult called the Perennial Choir.
Okay.
Because we're thinking in terms of like, oh, eternity, immortality, perennials, like eternal. And then we're basing it off like sort of musical, because like Solani is kind of like a Greek-ish name, so like choirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very interesting because this could
How much would this work with you?
it can work in both ideas of where I think the story can go.
Yeah.
I think one could be really interesting.
Yeah, and and I will say this, there's a whole premise about not liking things in terms of things immortality. That's the way that our order has been taught.
Yeah, no, that's I think in a certain point of view that's valid.
Yeah. Things like elves, we don't care about elves because they do have an end to life.
Yeah, they're just pushing it.
Yeah, it's anything that
So what about
undead?
gods?
That's why we don't particularly we follow a person who was originally human, and
But now he's immortal.
they're immortal for the purposes of protection,
Okay.
and they're not living their life. I think we've discussed that they sort of go onto like a sleep like asleep most of the time until like a point.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Immortality would mean that they are living lives.
Okay, so it's
A sleeping
in
type of ability.
this case their immortality isn't for themselves rather than for others to like
Yes.
have some kind of anchor
Knowledge,
towards
yeah.
this order.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just so, because, like, yeah.
So I'm still trying to find.
And also, I think we kind of thought this was cool. Like, no one really no one really knows how our kingdom fell. We come from a different country or continent,
Okay.
so we're not really from Variana. If it's like the same world.
It's also interesting because it could alternatively it could be rather than not coming from Variana, you have just existed within Variana for such a long period of time that like history has caught up on itself and whatever kingdom or area has kind of been lost to time.
Yeah, we said that it's like what if people what was it? Would it be similar because it doesn't? I'm trying to think. Yeah, maybe, yeah. We've said like all people who enter our kingdom are lost forever type of deal.
Okay.
So it's like sort of a deterrence from people coming in.
Okay.
But me and Copper have left from that point. Left our kingdom from a very long time.
Yeah, kind of gone on to other
Yeah,
areas to
and
spread your influence.
yeah, and the thing is, Ironheart is a hypocrite in the views of the Order. Because he technically is living immortally. Because he's like reborn.
Okay. And how does... So essentially, unless something steps in, they will just keep living.
Basically, he has some influence of Solani in him.
Okay.
Doesn't really know how he got into him, he just knows that he came back the next point.
Right.
But he's slightly corrupted, so he's wearing like a suit of armor to not really view like him, because like the clear signs that you're affected by Solani is golden eyes and some form of like plant life. So like we have examples of like creatures that have plants or like they're mixed of like undead and a bit of life.
Okay.
It's a key thing of plants being part of like you're part of Solani's thing.
Okay. Interesting. Which is interesting why they have like their main, I guess, nemesis is this tree.
Yeah.
Interesting links there. But yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, I can't speak too much on it because it's
very far in the future.
Yeah, there's a lot that has to kind of be
packed and unpacked.
Yeah, like
it is. Yeah, because like I think, and like personally, I think the three distinct memories, I think I've already said, is the day that he died, the day he like a special day between him and Copper, and the day that Ironheart, this was like back when he was very young in his childhood, and how he sort of joins the Order, is the day he lost his two younger siblings to these creatures.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's an interesting set of memories to be holding on to.
Yeah. And I can explain the reasons. That first memory is his drive, sort of the reason why he's doing it in the first place. Second one, he considers it special because it's a bonding moment between him and someone he's felt generally close to in a long time.
Yeah.
And the third one is the day that he betrayed someone that he loved to save them.
Okay.
Because I think there was a moment where Ironheart promised that he would go with Copper, and yet he didn't.
Yeah. Hmm. That's
Oh yeah, and this I was getting at the new design working on for him as well,
Hmm.
which I'm a bit more prouder of because I'm like, oh, I like the design a bit more.
Yeah.
I haven't finished coloring it, but
Okay. Vibe with it. Any particular reason for the lions?
just because I think I think there's also like, because he's also a bit more of a higher status as well, he would have the sort of the lions as sort of like a leadership type of deal.
Okay, as like a symbolism type thing.
Yeah.
You could potentially do, if you're going for kind of moons being a theme or like celestial travel kind of thing. I think there's one. Where is it?
What's it? What can... Yeah.
Not quite.
Oh yeah, the oaths of like the no, that's not wrong oath. Basically, oath of the Watchers. Vigilance. Threats you face are cunning, powerful, and subversive. Be ever alert for their corruption. Which, for his actual character sheet, he has shit perception. There's a 9 for passive perception.
Oof.
He's a special kind. Loyalty.
He feels more like the tank kind of. Like...
But also, he has a helmet on, so you can't really see.
Yeah, no, fair enough. And he doesn't particularly want to take it off either.
No.
Yeah.
Loyalty, never accept gifts or favors from fiends or those who truck with them, so... If we ever get if there's a warlock in your next campaign, I can't accept gifts.
No, it depends on if they're connected to a fiend.
True. Discipline, you are shielded against endless terrors that lie beyond the stars. Your blade must be forever sharp and your mind keen to survive what lies beyond. Which is funny when he is amnesiac.
Would you... Okay, alternatively, there's a set of wolf plates.
Oh yeah. I definitely can see that. Wolf blades. Wait. Bloody Nick.
Because I'm guessing a lot of the color themes...
It's... I'm thinking... I was going for like a rusted look because of like... His armor is quite rusted and he's woken up.
And like he doesn't... Like his armor is less about actual usefulness and more about like covering up.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the group's color theme? Because I immediately draw towards like blues and silvers.
Yeah, I'm thinking definitely blues and silvers towards it, but like going with the rusted colors with it, so like definitely with those type of colors, just so they're not as bright.
Yeah. Okay. And what's the individual that you follow? What was their name? Solar...
We called them the Eternal Moon.
The Eternal Moon. What was their figure?
They're like a sort of a... They perceive themselves as like a young, blonde woman. In a white dress.
Any particular race?
No, I think like maybe human or elvish. Like, I'm not fussed if you want to change the race because it doesn't really matter as long as like she is someone who is against against Solani.
Okay. Well, with the whole like connection with like that tree and stuff like that, my mind immediately goes towards like elves.
Oh yeah.
Being more nature, and this thing, this tree entity,
which
is giving off like some kind of corrupted Feywild type
Yeah,
thing, something that's like leaking into other planes.
yeah. Like I think, and it's also like the where the kingdom is located for like a logical purpose. It's located in a snowy region.
Mhm.
Sort of the whole idea that most plants can't grow in winter
Yeah.
and they just die.
Mm-hmm.
So
Potentially
I'll
could also be formed by magical means.
yeah,
To have like this protective barrier to it.
yeah.
Mhm.
Which is the whole point of like the Perennial Quiet, because they haven't broken the seal off of it, as we know of,
Mm.
but they're trying to.
Yeah. Okay. There's also, I don't know why, but something like I get like this feeling of like potentially the rest of the world and how they view this organization might not be in the best of light,
Which
because
yeah,
instinctually, like, though this group is doing things for good and they are doing things in like
immortality
good
would be such a
intentions.
good thing for the
Well,
world.
it's
Because
that, and then it's also just the general, like, hatred towards certain things could definitely be skewed as, like, a, like, not right thing. So, for example, like, throwing this random idea out there, let's say there was a Lich, and he was a powerful, entity, and how he collected his souls was, like, having a entire city that he ruled over, but all of the citizens, their souls were connected to the city, and maybe even the city itself is a phylactery of some kind.
Yeah.
And you guys step in, being like, this isn't right, but everyone else, what they see is essentially an attempt assassination of their king. Like, they don't realize what's going on, and
it's the moral ambiguity. It's the moral thing about that. It's like, but that's the thing that Ironheart has dedicated himself with. He can't let, especially himself being a technical immortal, he doesn't want to feel like a hypocrite. And that in the end, he's killing someone who is immortal, but he's the hypocrite in the end because he is got some part of him with Solani.
Yeah. Okay.
Which the whole, by the way, Solani, this is up to you, but we do, because it's a hive mind type of deal with Solani. So anyone who is part of Solani is a hive mind. Don't know why it's not him. Don't know why Ironheart's not part of it. Don't know. But Solani has fruit because it's a fruit tree. We're thinking fruit tree immortality. So like, person controlled by Solani has golden veins and eyes. Yeah. Golden veins, and like golden leaves as well.
Yep.
The theme of gold is key.
Yeah. Just messing around with some stuff. Why is their neck so thin? What is going on with your neck, madame?
I also like to do when it comes to characters, like creating them. I give them a key song.
Okay.
So, or like a key theme of like OST, original soundtrack or stuff. So for like this guy, Ironheart, which he does have an actual name, just doesn't say it. Ironheart was just what he was known in his order.
Yeah.
Same as Copper, but he doesn't actually know what Copper's name is. But it's a song. It's a OST from Clay Obscura Expedition 33, and it's a sense of melancholy. It's this, how I could say the song is more like, it's melancholic because he can't remember who he is. He feels like a hypocrite, but he's trying to also continue going.
I'm trying to uphold, like, he feels like the black sheep out of something, but he still wants to be, like, part of it, in a sense.
Yeah. Of course, his goal is also to not be immortal. He does want to die.
Mhm.
So, and that's a fun. Reborns get advantage on death saving throws. So,
Yeah, like, he wants to... He both... There's, like, a part of him that he hates because of this chance of immortality, but he also wants to attempt to twist that to better use it for good.
yeah, no,
So
of course.
it is a bit of a contradiction in and of itself.
He's the walking contradiction.
Yeah.
Where's that from? But yeah, this also does. So yeah, he gets a lot of things to do with aberration, celestial, elemental, and fae, and fiends.
Mm.
And he can it's like turn undead, but for those guys.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it doesn't include undead. I guess undead's not really extra.
And they're not
Why not?
particularly immortal. It's more so people manipulating.
Yeah.
Because it depends on how like the undead is actually presented. Because
Liches are like, they are actively trying to be immortal.
yeah, because they're still in control of themselves and they are doing things for themselves. Whilst you got like
Yeah.
zombies and stuff like that, which are usually not in their own control.
Yeah, they're like corrupted souls or just empty husks.
Yeah.
What do you think of Ironheart though?
It's a very interesting
Character?
character, and I think there's at least from what I can tell, there's still a lot more to be discussed when we
yeah,
get
definitely.
around to
To
next
it.
campaign.
Yeah.
Because I don't have all the answers to give you right now, which is
No,
why
of course
I am
not.
trying not to add too much. Like, I'll expand upon the character themselves, but when it comes to like the world and how that functions, there is like
Yeah.
not a lot I can add
No.
to that.
Of course not.
But it's very interesting, and I'm definitely interested to see where we can take that.
Yeah. We've also said like there might have been like an Oathbreaker within the Order who switched sides to like the Perennial Choir.
Yeah, like an Outlander.
Yeah.
And kind of almost like the fucking what's it called? Like the whole Voldemort, like you shall not be named.
Yeah.
Stuff where it's like
Basically.
he was part of this group, shit happened, and now they're not.
A lot of this is yeah, so yeah. Copper was a squire to Ironheart, and then from the moment they separated, it's been about 5 years between them since they last saw each other.
Mm.
So like Ironheart is relatively old. He's like well, not old, he's like mid-ish 30s by the time this said campaign would start.
You could push it even further, to be honest.
Yeah. Like he was
Are you thinking of
26.
doing any kind of like? I know you're not huge on it, but are you thinking of doing any kind of like change in voice or like anything like that? Doesn't have to be
well,
huge either. Like,
it will depend. Like in terms of how he would sound, he might sound a bit more stoic because I think because of how I view him is he's an amnesiac. He has amnesia, so he doesn't really know what he was originally like. And only Copper really knows what he was like. So Emmy gets to tell you all the fun things about what I was like without me knowing.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I get to in the case I might find like he's a bit more of an asshole. He might have been very serious, but
Yeah. Okay.
it makes sense. It would make sense if he was very serious based on him on his memories of losing his siblings.
Yeah. Yeah. I can imagine like he would feel almost like a little detached from it. Whilst where it's like, yes, hearing that this is what you're about and this is what you went through, there is a part of you that's obviously gonna go, oh man, that sucks. But I can also imagine there's a part of you that goes, I don't remember actually going through that. Like,
Yeah, it's a whole thing because he also does feel guilt because he held his dead sister in his arms.
Yeah.
So he was slightly detached before, like, I'm assuming how he would join the Order was some knights came by of the Order and took him in. And he is the older sibling as well. He's the oldest.
Yeah.
And then he didn't see how his brother died. He just know he got taken away.
So presumably dead.
Presumably dead. He presumes he's dead.
Yeah.
Do what you will with that.
Hey, sometimes it doesn't need to like always be presented in such a way.
I know.
But I will see whenever I get around to messing
Doing it.
around with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, I'll actually probably get to talk to him. I was like, we probably need to organize the lore document because it is just messages between me and Emmy with like dot points.
Yeah, mind you, you've got time. Like,
Oh, definitely. But it's like, yeah. So like we've also said, like with Perennial Choir wise, they are dancers, they are singers, they are actors, like kind of like theater group in a sense. But we didn't want to call them the perennial theater, so like Perennial Choir, because that sounds better.
Choir is good. I do like that.
Because it's like here are the names, by the way, we had sages, eternal dancers, golden dancers, eternal sages, golden sages, dancing sages, chorus of sages, eternal chorus, Solani's chorus, actors of permanence, fools of permanence, chorus of fools, eternal choir, laughing choir, theater of eternity, the eternal troupe for jubilance.
I kind of like what was it, the Eternal Fools or something like that.
It was fools of permanence, and there was a chorus of fools.
Chorus of Fools, that one. I actually kind of like that one, but
yeah, we got to the perennial choir because we're like perennials, eternity, choir, music, whatever. But yeah, this I am. And also, like on player's perspective, I also would like to be involved. What part, like his sort of forgotten backstory? Definitely have that. I want to have that involvement between you and me.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, we'll.
That'd be something to discuss in the future.
Yeah.
Because unlike traditional Amnesia stories, where it's like usually the DM takes control of it, I do want to have like some say about what happened.
Yeah, it's all in terms of like how much you yourself like
want to know. That's yeah.
Yeah, because it's like in one way, like if you don't know certain things, then it's more realistic of like a reaction when you find out things. And
yeah, definitely not
comes more naturally.
Yeah, it'll be definitely. Yeah, that was the thing I was thinking. I was like, it's a really hard one because it's like I do want the experience of like finding out, but also like do want to have that influence of like, oh, I like the yeah. Yeah,
like I'm happy to have things be like, hey, can you avoid this, this, and this? But it's like,
yeah, of course, yeah.
Often find that it is a lot easier to not know like a lot of the things because it's just easier to manage.
And I also want to go back on your points about immortality being seen as a good thing, somewhat to some people. With how the perennial choirs work, is that the whole goal is hive mind mentality, unity, peace across the world type of deal. Because they see Solani as a way to achieve that by being one, essentially.
Right. So Solani is like kind of a key to that happening. Like they want
Yeah.
Solani to get closer
Correct.
to that idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the ideas of unity are very important to them.
And so I apologize if I am mixing these up.
No, go ahead.
So, is that's not your group, right?
No,
you're
the
referring to. That's the
No.
other guys.
That's the other guys. The Perennial Choir are the ones seeking unity. We are the ones, I guess, in the eyes of everybody else, wanting not unity in a hive mind sense.
Yeah, you want free will and choice.
Individuality.
Yeah, exactly.
And and now I just think about, because the golden veins and reborn thing about Ironheart is he himself or is he just Solani?
Is he?
Oh, identity
like,
crisis again.
What is free will and how is it determined?
I swear, I'm not another character with identity crisis.
Everyone gets it at some point.
Vincent has too much of it. Yeah. Also, personality-wise, if Ironheart and Vincent ever met, I feel like Ironheart wouldn't be the warmest to Vincent.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, I think it would definitely depend on like what's going on and how
Yeah, of
much
course.
they know of them and all that.
But Ironheart would be like, cool. Because Ironheart's very much he's lawful good, by the way. He's lawful good.
Hmm.
So unlike Vincent, who's chaotic good to some points, chaotic neutral, Ironheart is lawful good. He won't do things that are criminally bad
Mhm.
or anything criminal. He will stick to laws.
Depending on whose laws.
Yeah, of course. He follows the laws of his oath more or less,
Yeah.
but his oath is more. But his laws of his oath are still like be a generally good person of society.
Yeah. I'm just messing around with the design of Solar, or the the Eternal Moon, was it?
Yeah, the Eternal Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm almost done with like clothing and that kind of design.
But
Trying to
this will be kind of exciting for you, seeing as me and Amy are also working on these characters together.
Oh yeah, I absolutely love like that kind of workings and like seeing how that.
Yeah. We didn't really want to go with the traditional aesthetic of like brothers or like siblings or like something like that. So like
Work companions.
basically Squire and Master
Mhm.
type of deal.
Which is interesting because like I don't know if you have already touched on this, so I do apologize if I
No, go
am
ahead.
re-bringing up things. But it's interesting if like previously before the incident it was the other way around, and it's
Oh.
like you were teaching them, and then with this it's kind of
Oh,
like
no.
a-
We've said that. We
Yeah.
have said that it will become the case of that because the amnesia. But the thing is, I think what Emmy has said about Copper is that once they sort of meet again, it's gonna be a case of like Copper's still I think it's gonna be a case of Copper still asking questions of Ironheart,
Mhm.
and Ironheart's gonna not know how to respond to those questions.
Yeah.
Also,
So-
I'll give
I'll
give you a fun trait.
real quick. The incident happened, and then you haven't seen each other for so and so amount of time.
There's a lot, yeah, I think there's a lot more to discuss about the incident. But the incident, I think, will be described as the day of the golden. I would say it's called the day of the golden spell.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, a large sort of spell that sort of conjured up these large materialistic beings, like these dancers and golden beings in the sky, that basically almost killed most of the country.
Okay.
So it's a bit of a wasteland at the point.
Yeah.
When you left it, it was a wasteland. Besides those who were part of the Perennial Choir.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
it could also, and again, coming back to like the whole reputation standpoint, like that could also be a reason why like a lot of other places you go to and the title like you hold right now is not looked at in the highest of lights because it's like your reputation is you let down your people, like
oh yeah,
your previous area.
any refugees from the country would be looking down at the order.
Yeah, yeah, and just like if like anyone, for example, if there was discussion between like higher powers between those countries, there's just gonna be general news about like what happened and like
Yeah, but like
people are gonna know. Like,
yeah, and this is I think how I viewed it is Ironheart. This is more like theorizing what Ironheart would theorize that because not many people know how their country fell. He assumes that there might have been other kingdoms prevented that knowledge of how it fell from being exposed, but that's what he theorizes.
yeah, like it's not particularly how it fell, but it's the fact that it did, and it's like the main point of conversation is the fact that like the people that were meant to help these people didn't do their job or like couldn't do their job.
They failed.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah. Which, yeah, it brings up a lot of like guilt and shame, especially I think. With Copper, it's going to be very interesting because I think Copper is very different personality-wise from Ironheart. Very much, I think Emi has decided that Copper's a lot more serious after the 5-year break.
Yeah.
A lot more sort of course, traumatized.
Yeah.
So, like, it's the idea of, like, they're very gonna be personality different. We've also said that for us to also have our own personal backstories, the 5 years is gonna give us time to have our own stuff. Just so we have our own backstories and not always connected.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Ironheart's entire arc might not just be this whole thing, but you might have some little minor thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
and
yeah.
The Eternal Moon. Is there like a general idea that she has some kind of ties to the? And again, sorry if I'm forgetting the names.
We've definitely talked about her having ties. Like the reason for her immortality might be because of Solani, which it's quite openly accepted in that case. But within our order, that she has accepted a part of that immortality. We don't know why she's accepted the immortality. We don't know the reason why, but we know that the way she keeps off from being part of Solani is in that case, like kind of the same case of what Solani is in a coffin. She's also in a coffin, but she wakes up once in a while.
Yeah.
To check up on how everything goes.
It might not be like they wake up, but maybe they, for example, astral project or something like that.
Yeah. But we don't know.
Like a ceremony around it, or like to seek guidance and emergencies and whatnot.
Oh yeah, definitely for those reasons. Like she is sort of the key figure in the town, and currently, like I don't know if like I would say maybe her physical body is within where the town is, but that's up to you. We really haven't confirmed on where she would be.
Yeah, and
like
whether that kind of information is known or is even important in the first place.
Yeah, because definitely having that idea of like where she is would be important, but Ironheart doesn't know. No one really knows.
Yeah.
She's a hermit somewhere in the middle, some plane. But yeah, what was another thing I was going to mention? But yeah, Ironheart's also main goal is to find the Oathbreaker. The Oathbreaker, and then sort of work to prevent the goals of the Perennial Choir.
Is there a thought that the Oathbreaker might have had something to do with the original incident?
Oh, definitely. It's definitely...
Like, is that when he... Like, was he always, like, kind of convincing people that he was part of this group. And then during the attack, that's when he switched sides. That's when he like revealed that like,
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
the inside man. He was the person.
Yeah.
Kind of...
I think that's the case. I think me and Amy have also discussed is
Mm.
that it's definitely someone within our group who was
I'm
someone
sorry, I
probably.
have to pause you real quick. This is important information. There are mountable snails, giant snails, in Hero Forge right now.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Someone needs to tell
Charlie.
Barry about that, or Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Um,
Oh my gosh, I forgot their names. What was the deal with?
It was like Barry, Larry, and Dave.
Yeah. Well, I think yeah. But yeah, and I think. But yeah, with all, I think there's also like this is just like there might be a familiarity between the Oathbreaker and Ironheart.
Mm.
Of course, that's like he knows it's someone he knows, of course.
Yeah.
That's general. But he doesn't know who.
Yeah.
So it could be anyone that he's close to that he met during his time in the Order.
Yeah.
But I get to talk about this character after 4 years. This character's been long in the files.
Just working on the last little bits and pieces, and by all means, tell me if there's anything you want changed.
Oh yeah, definitely. Also, like, little fun thing. Proto acquired the wet comedy and tragedy masks. Thought that would be like a fun detail.
Okay.
Just like they all wear these masks. So like comedy, tragedy.
You could potentially have it be that like the higher powers more specifically wear those masks.
The higher ups.
Yeah. Like.
Oh yeah, we've stated. I think we've also stated that there are leaders within, like, powerful people within the choir. I have to get this message up between me and Amy. I'll get the message up. Because I think it was a really interesting message. I think I wrote to Amy about it because I was like, oh, what if it's like they're based on? I have to. This is such a long. It was like. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Ugh, where?
Mhm.
Where? This is quite far back where I've texted. How is this line just? I think it's like.
Yes, there is.
Where is it? Where's this message? Nope. Where is it? Oh my gosh, this is so far back. Okay, I think I found it. Nope. Yeah, so yeah, we said like the higher ups, like the soprano, the alto, tenor, and bass, like sort of like, choirs.
Mhm.
And then the highest, or like their leader of the choir is like the conductor.
Mm-hmm.
So like that whole the orchestra slash choir sort of influences within the naming and the sort of way they work.
Yeah.
I thought that would be kind of cool. It's hot in my room. He's deep in the sauce.
I am deep in sauce.
The order serves the Eternal Immortal woman who has achieved immortality because of the order serves the Eternal Immortal woman who has achieved immortality because of Solani. Solani is a fruit tree which produces golden fruit about the size of a peach. Eating said fruit is grant immortality. He died before being revived to a state between life and death. A state of purgatory.
Okay, now I'm just going about making the colors more
Hmm.
to how I think it would be.
Yeah. I thought this is also like an interesting idea, but Solani can also turn the dead into like its minions as well,
Mm-hmm.
sort of making them revived but semi-plant-like more. But they can't really be truly immortal.
Yeah.
They're just hearty. You know what's the funny thing about what Solani actually means? Because it's a Latin word.
Mm-hmm.
It's Nightshade.
Ah.
Yeah. Deadly Nightshade.
Hmm.
So the name of Soul Sun sounds a good name. Its name being Nightshade has a whole different meaning.
I need a metallic. Let's go with. Let's go with this. Oh, actually. Go here. We change this to be skin. Oh, not skin. Metallic. We change this to be.
You want to know how how Copper views Ironheart? I'm just going through the thing. Copper looks up to Ironheart and trusts him, but since Ironheart's personality has changed because of the amnesia, he's beginning to doubt his judgment a little.
Mm.
And Copper would want to help restore Ironheart's memory so they can complete their mission.
Okay.
I also will give you the fun trait that Ironheart has. He does not know where to go half the time.
Right, he's more so like, I guess, dependent on others.
Basically, you tell him to go a direction, he will not go that direction.
Okay.
He will get lost. And I think that's how I imagine his first 2 years after the incident was him wandering around aimlessly.
Mm.
Maybe trying to search for Copper, but
change that to be more like a. Go in here, make these lower values more. I think I want this to be. I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe I think that's my make.
Change the low to be more of a yellow color.
Great Perry.
Change this to be more of a gold coloration, I think. There's actually a more vibrant gold that I think I'll go for. And here. Make this. We even go for a gold coloration on this too. Bring the roughness down. Alright, now this is just me mucking around.
Yeah.
Let me grab my snippet tool
Snip, snip.
and
Nope. Oh yeah.
my thought process was that maybe in the lines of like they still technically have to be somewhat attached to the opposing side, like that tree, to gain its benefits. But
Oh yeah.
it's like a balancing act between fighting it off and still like being useful to this organization. So that's kind of why they're in this slumber, because they're in this like concentration to try and not just be part of it.
Yeah, no, I really like her design. I really like her. I really like that idea, actually. That's actually really good. The idea of being still sort of being a part of this fragment, or like part of the tree that's with her, to still connect with it.
And I can actually do something else, which I will do, because I realize I can get 2 of these trees.
Oh.
So I will get that there. isn't fully in the way of her because I wanted to still look nice. Wish you can make these trees like a little bigger.
Hmm.
You can't.
Oh no.
It's
Yes.
alright. Is there potentially? No, there's not really an alternative. Alright. I will do another snippet. Very little change, but kind of
Yeah.
shows more of that in the tree element, whilst before it was
In the
more-
tree part of the tree. Oh no, I really like that. That's actually pretty good.
But yeah, that's kinda what I was going for.
Pretty good. Pretty snazzy.
That's kind of just like the initial
idea.
thoughts that like were
Yeah.
going through my mind with like the descriptions and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, again, there's a lot more to talk about, and I'm just saving
Of
this
course.
as a random Hero Forge
Character. Yeah.
which I can probably come back to later on when we're closer to getting that done. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Do you like the idea of Ironheart? The concept, the ideas?
Oh, like so far with like all of what I've heard, it sounds just really interesting and could go to some like really interesting areas, especially with being linked to other players and stuff like that. There's a lot that I can do on both sides of that,
Oh yeah.
which I think will definitely be fun to play around with when we get around to it.
Yay, trauma.
We love a good bit of sprinkled trauma.
Yay.
Yeah. Though
Yeah.
that being said, I'm still very much looking forward to our current campaign.
Oh,
and
definitely.
Where
I'm
going
still-
with that.
I'm very much excited to see where we're heading.
Mm.
I'm definitely, because it's definitely interesting to see the point, because we're level 7. I don't know how far away, but we're definitely getting places. But we're definitely making advancements, as much as it seems like we're not.
No, I definitely, like, we've started to pick up the pace, and I've partially been trying to push that a little bit.
That's
just 'cause
fine.
we
You
have
kind of
been
need to.
a bit slower, which I don't mind being slower, but also I just want to make sure it still feels like things are getting done, because then...
Yeah, no, it gets a bit stagnant.
Yeah, exactly. But I feel like we've got a lot of things going on. And very minute spoilers, but like, you know, with the stuff with Evoria currently going on, and the sprinkling of things with Vincent involved, and all these things happening and kind of coming together, it's like...
You're
some
bringing
good
out
stuff.
Vincent. Vincent wants to fight.
It's...
Yeah, I will say, Vincent. I think there's a Vincent doesn't blame Evoria, but he definitely hates the patron, and
Yeah.
definitely probably he puts a lot of the blame.
Dude.
Actually, he thinks, I forgot, Lucinda.
Mm.
Because I think this is the current form head. Lucinda might be the head organizer of everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he views it.
Yeah.
Currently, he might also think she might not be the actual leader. She might not be.
Mm-hmm.
But currently, all his anger and his frustration is going towards Lucinda. But
Yeah.
at the moment, he's remaining sensible, because they're in a place where he shouldn't make any outbursts.
Yeah, there's
And B, also wants to know, not
It's
yeah.
it's a very like I think like a hard spot to be in right now because there's one part of you that like wants to get away from this because like this is annoying, this is bad, this is stupid. I want nothing to do with this. But there's the other part of you that's like they are kind of the key to other things that I want. And so
That's-
I can't just run away from it as much as I feel like I want to not be part of this.
It also feels like regardless of what if we were to stay like if it technically it feels safer to stay with Lucinda,
Mm.
mainly because we don't raise suspicion.
And
'Cause-
there's benefits. There are
There's
like
benefits.
unfortunately there are benefits. You have like ways of transportation, you have access to like food and intel and all these kind of things. Like
Wait, has
It's-
Vincent? I don't know. Does Lucinda know that Vincent's fiance is taken by Knowles?
there's nothing that's been confirmed
Said.
or like
Nothing I've
I don't
said.
think she's like led on to that idea particularly. There was the talk about like with Noah the Knoll being involved and like how you know they are aware of Noah the Knoll's existence. But then it's like, how much of that do they like clue into the situation and how much is like known about it and how open you were about that sort of information with
Yeah.
everything else. So
Isn't it the
There's-
ugly brown?
it's a bit like in the air at the moment. Like they could know it right now. It doesn't feel like it's particularly personally like towards Vincent, if that
Yeah.
makes any sense.
No, I get that. I will say Vincent is not angry at Ermin.
Yeah,
isn't,
but
'cause
like
he-
by the looks of it, Ermin's just kind of like there, like
Yeah, he doesn't. He thinks because I think he assumes that Ermin might not actually know because he assumes that Ermin might actually be quite morally good.
Yeah, it's like he's not necessarily bad. Like for example, he did straight up risk his own life to save Valerie that one
Yeah.
time with the that falling debris and how he realized
Yeah.
he couldn't get out of there in time, so he threw Valerie to like get out of like the essentially line of fire of this falling debris.
Yeah, so that sort of clues kind of clues Vincent into like he might not actually know what Lucinda might be doing. He might just be sort of not going along with it, but more or less like he's just oblivious. Yeah, so he feels more bad for him than he is because based on what we know, Ermin does have a thing with Lucinda.
And there is the whole thing, and not that Vincent, I think, particularly knows this right now.
No.
But Avoria does, and outside of it, you guys do, because you've heard it. There is, like, the whole thing with, figuring out where that part of the book has gone. I don't know if you remember when, they went through the portal into that area, and they couldn't find like a certain book with a lot of information in it.
Yeah, partially.
I remember one of the thought processes that was thrown out, I think by Charlie, aka Avoria, was that maybe like that book is what Ermin's got on him right now. And so then it's like, if that's true, does that tie into like, does he know?
Yeah.
And, you know, he is like writing in this book currently, and he is able to access it and open it and go through it. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's still in the air. There's like a lot of information that's not fully known about to like make any strong accusations.
Yeah.
Also, another thing that I've been interested in, and I kind of want to know what the rest of the group thinks about it, but the ideas of like settling down in a place and making like a group or like an area to come back to.
I think we've all kind of said that based on what our goals are, we don't really have the time to settle down.
Well, it's less so settled down in terms of like, oh, get comfy and stuff like that, but more so just have like a base of operations.
Yeah, of course. Like,
and you know, certain things like if you were tied into higher powers, for example, like a very cliche way to go about it is you did something for a city, and so they like they give you like a home within the city, and they give you access to certain things that like higher authorities would have. For example,
yeah, like
ways of teleportation and other things.
I think if we were given that, we would definitely. I think we all would definitely accept because A, it's a place where we can go back to and sort of teleport to somewhere safe. But at the moment, I think none of us really have an option to really settle down until something like one of our things is resolved. At least for Vincent to get his fiance back. Because again, he can't really sit around.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that option.
Well, mind you, there are. I know one place that was like hinted at that could potentially have that opportunity is the Collective.
Oh, definitely.
With, like Moo and like the Golden Threads.
Yeah, but that feels a bit too risky at the moment, knowing what I did.
Oh yeah. With all that going on, definitely. But like, that is kind of like an area where it's like,
if it's not blown up, we will definitely go there.
Yeah, it's like with your connections, it's like you could potentially set like a little area up for your group and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Which could, and that's just like handy for all kinds of things. Like, for example, if you don't want to take, not that anyone will know who this is, but if you don't want to take Mahina on trips for safety's sake, then like you can set them up somewhere within the house, or you know, hire someone to look after them and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Which is handy in its own right, or an area where you can keep certain items, artifacts, knowledge, all these kind of things, so you're not just like wandering with it all upon your being. But that's definitely something that I'm interested in maybe exploring in the future. And mind you, a lot of it, it's not as if it's like free handouts, if that makes sense.
No, it's something we do have to earn.
Yeah, like a city's not just gonna like name you protectors of this city because, you know, you hit a goblin with a stick or something like that. Like there has to be some connection, reason, and all that.
Yeah, no, there has to be.
And there's just general risks with just being, you know, not belonging in a certain area and just traveling without a place to call home. Which there are also risks to settling down in an area, but yeah, it's very dependent. But
definitely. When we get up there, we would accept it, but at the moment, nothing really.
Well, I've also, on another note of just like discussion, and especially discussion with like players, I was talking to Jay about some interesting stuff, and a point that came up was like, you might have been there for this talk, but it was like the discussion of how combat's not like the most enjoyable thing, and how like there's not a lot they can do in combat To which I think, first of all, poppycock. Like, you can... There's so much that you can do, even if it's not specifically attacking and hitting. Like, you can set things up, you can ally things, like, or get things ready and provide assistance with other players to gain benefits. Whilst it's like, you yourself might not be casting, like, level 9 fireballs or whatever, but you can assist in someone else doing something and share that victory in of itself. And I think one thing that came up with, which was interesting, was how, like, being more of a support character can be interesting, and how you go about that.
That's what Vincent is.
Yeah, well, Vincent also, like, deals decent damage and whatnot.
Yeah,
But it's
he
like,
can.
as of
He does a
right,
lot of utility.
like, as of right now, like, the discussion of, like, delving into being, like, a healer has been, like, talked about. And even with it, because one of the points they brought up is like, oh, I'm not a cleric.
Jay's next character, cleric.
Yeah, and it's like...
Actually, no, Jay has... I think Jay may have stated that they might want to do paladin as well.
But,
That's all, yeah, cool. 2 paladins.
But yeah, I was talking to them, I was like, there are ways outside of being a cleric where you can delve in, like, being a healer, and thus it gives you things to do outside of combat. Like, for example, if you were to be a healer outside of a cleric, there are multiple ways you can go about it.
Yeah.
Potions, natural remedies, all these kind of things, and you can really get creative with it. Like, just briefly thinking about it, I was going over ways you can do it, and one was, like, similar to, like, almost like some kind of mix between a healing potion and a smoke bomb, where it's
That's
like
what I was
a
thinking.
radius kind of thing, where you have these items on you, you throw out, and you have to
It's-
strategically gather your allies in a certain range, because though you'll be healing your allies, you could potentially also
Heal your enemies.
the enemies. Yeah.
Yeah. I think, it's... Yeah, I think there's a... Yeah. I'm happy with what I've done. Like, of course, like... I can never really use my rapier. Vince can, because if he gets anywhere in, like, 5 feet, his rapier is not going to do much damage, and it's just better for him to be outranged doing damage and healing. Of course, he has that sort of rapier for that sort of self-protection.
Well, that's another interesting thing, where it's like, and this is what I encourage, like, all the players to, like, look into, which is, if there are certain things, like, for example, your rapier, that, you know, you're lacking in being able to use sufficiently, think about how you can go about changing that, or approaching it differently. Like, again, immediately, just thinking about it, my mind went to a magic item. What was it called? Was it, like, called, like, the Dancing Blade or something like that? Where it's like, you can essentially allow your weapon to essentially just fly off and take its own initiative, and, like, be its own thing, but still technically be your weapon. Like, it's a very interesting... What's it called? D&D Dancing Blade.
Oh, yeah, it was silvery.
Is it a dancing sword? You can use a bonus action to toss this magic sword into the air and speak the command word. When you do so, the sword begins to hover, flies up to 30 feet, and attacks one creature of your choice within 5 feet of it. The sword uses your attack roll and ability score modifier to damage rolls. While the sword hovers, you can use a bonus action to cause it to fly up to 30 feet to another spot within 30 feet of you as part of your same bonus action. You can cause the sword to attack one creature within 5 feet of it. After hovering, the sword attacks for a fourth... After the hovering sword attacks for the fourth time, it flies up to 30 feet and tries to return to your hand. If you have one hand free, it falls to the ground at your feet. If the sword has no unobstructed path to you, it moves as close to you as you can and then falls to the ground. It also ceases to hover if you grasp it or move more than 30 feet away from it. So that's immediately just a thought that comes to mind. And mind you, that in itself has its own problems. For example, it's a decently high level magic item. It's either gonna cost a lot to get a weapon of that type, or to get a weapon you have enchanted, and thus you then need to find a high enough level enchanter, and all those kind of things. To which I'm fully for doing those kind of things. It just means you have to commit to going out and sidetracking to get better things and abilities and ways of doing things, which is not entirely a bad thing. For example, you talk about how Vincent's priorities right now are a bit skewed because they want to go, save their fiance. But you do have to consider that you might not have the means of doing so now. So the next best path is to go out and do these other things and get better in these other things and get better things. To then be ready to approach that. Because that's the biggest thing that I think I worry about, which is you guys can definitely, if you're not careful, approach something that you're not ready to approach. You can go into a mission that you are not ready for, and it's really hard to make it clear that you're not ready for it. And it's and that falls, I think, onto the player as well, to be able to acknowledge that and go, okay, we need to be careful. We need to take measures. We need to look for certain things. And I very much encourage, or try to encourage, y'all to, come to me outside of game and be like, hey, I am interested in somehow gaining this weapon, and maybe in upcoming games will, as my character, be searching out these weapons, just letting you know. And that helps me then be like, okay, I need to get these things ready, and either give reason as to why they're there, why you can get them, why you can't get them, so on and so forth. But yeah, this is, again, the dancing sword, I think, can definitely be a very useful weapon for Vincent. This is one item that has been on my mind, but it is the kind of item that's not...
Oh yeah, definitely. If he had access to it, he would use it.
Yeah, and it's not easily available, but it is definitely doable. And that leads into the question I asked about, have you thought about settling down or getting good with certain groups and organizations? Because then that can lead into ways of being able to gain favor and gain accessibility to, for example, enchanters, high level enchanters. And then you have a gateway open to being able to enchant a previously existing sword.
Yeah, definitely.
And so yeah, it is the way up about like traveling is good and setting down in not one place is good in some ways, but you don't get a lot of ties to people, especially if you don't
Yeah.
return to places. Like you guys have ties to a lot of people. Like back at what was it called? Why am I blanking on the name of the place? Ruindale.
Yeah.
One of the people that I remember you have ties to of decently high power is some of the guards that you helped, that did say if you were ever in the area and you need help with anything, just let us know and we will
Definitely.
we will try and help, because what you have done to us is so great, and we want to repay you, even though we can't think of anything right now. And so that's like, there's a bunch you could do with that, like hooking them up to be like, hey, we need to teleport somewhere, can you get us to a teleportation place? Like, can you maybe sneak us in so we can get quick access to a place? Maybe? Or, yeah, there's a bunch you could do. Or you can straight up blackmail them and be like, we know you were vampires, you're gonna give us very good things. Like,
Oh, definitely.
yeah, but they were very nice to you. And they
Yeah.
gave you,
I mean, we did kill the person that was mind controlling them.
yeah, 100%. So,
In that sense, yeah.
yeah, and there's a lot of leverage that you can have with that.
Knowing us, if it was Willow, I think Willow would use that leverage.
Willow doesn't know enough about it.
That's a Wisp.
Oh, Wisp, never mind.
If it was Willow, that's... Yeah.
It depends on the desperate state that you're in, because if you
True.
really, if you need something desperately, it is completely possible to be like, hey, my guys, this is way bigger than you were willing to give us originally, so we're going to make the odds worse for you.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want other people to know you were these corrupted beings, do you? That could put a bad reputation on you. That kind of stuff.
But yeah. Ugh, but I have a feeling, this is just what I'm feeling. I have a feeling we are getting closer to getting Vincent's fiance back, slowly.
There's a lot to there's
Unpack.
a lot more that needs to be, I guess, understood before that step can be had.
Yeah.
It's a lot of, or I shouldn't even say like a lot, it's more like there are just some very important things, like where they are. Like, that's a massive one.
Yeah.
That's like,
But I think if we can somehow that's another. We'll find it out. It's a hard thing because we don't really know who to ask, and the person we could ask is someone that would kill us.
yeah. And look, hey, for whatever reason, if you wanted to, I don't know, start your own crew, what better place than a bunch of pirates? You know?
Yeah, but that feels. But part of me think. Vincent, if that's the case, Vincent would partially think. I feel like they're just gonna mutiny us.
Well, it depends if you make it worthwhile.
Yeah,
Like,
that's.
you're gonna need some very important people around. Like, one of the first people I think of is like a navigator.
Well,
Like,
we have Cagney.
that is true. That is very true. So you've already got that. You're off to a good start.
Cagney is the crew.
Yeah, Cagney alone is the crew.
He is the crew.
Your boat would not make it off.
No,
If that was the case.
it wouldn't. It would be
Or-
sinking.
Poor Kekni. Like, trying to jump to everything that needs to be done just to get the boat going. It's like when I played
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves that one time, and I had that big ass boat, but I was on my own. It's terrible.
Too much.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Well, anyway.
Yeah.
I might have to leave it there,
Yeah.
because it's heckin' late. But
Mm.
good talk. I
Good talk.
look forward to both, obviously, the current campaign and where we're going with that. But I also very much look forward to these new ideas that we're tossing around. And how that's gonna go. But my heart right now is definitely more so set on the current campaign.
Yeah, no, you have, yeah. Just because I feel like, yeah. It's good to also get, like, a good head start, because, who knows, like, it's good to be prepared.
Oh yeah,
'cause-
100%.
Because I gave you that time to also, like, during when my campaign, you had that time to still prepare for, like, the last, I don't know how long it's, like, you had long preparations-wise. I feel like it was, like, a year, and...
Yeah, and I was doing it like while you were like
Yeah,
getting or doing your campaign as well.
Yeah.
I did have like a bit of leeway
Yeah.
with that. But also
But-
like if I'm gonna be working off the backbones of this already existing campaign, it's not gonna be as much work, but I still
Yeah.
obviously need time to like set things
Of
right.
course, because
And
it's like,
the
you...
biggest problem is, like I was already
This
saying, depending on where this current campaign goes, can really change how this next game looks. So, yeah, it's
We partially end the world.
yeah,
It's fine. We partially end the world.
It's
Fine.
if it goes a certain way, it is a genre I've really wanted to.
Nope, you cut out.
If it goes a certain way, it's definitely a genre I want to explore. Like I've been quite interested in exploring.
I'm concerned that you didn't deny that we might be heading towards the end of the world.
That is completely up to you guys. Like that
I-
is.
I'm concerned, Henry.
And when I
You
say
didn't deny it.
well, look, when I say it's up to you guys,
Henry, you're not denying
you
it.
have to prevent these things from happening. So I very much encourage maybe go.
Well, here's the
spend
thing.
a bit
We
of
got
money
one
on a
other.
dancing sword,
Besides
like-
Omen, we have freaking Dormammu wanting to also be released. He's forever Dormammu. I know it's Dormammu, but it's Dormammu.
Oh.
I will put him in the same Dormammu log as Dormammu.
Oh no.
I will come to bargain with Togamu.
Disney's gonna come after my ass.
I have come to bargain Togamu.
No. Good
Oh,
fucking
And
luck.
if that happened, how long would he last?
Vincent?
No, I meant Togamu. If that happened,
I-
if it
Of
was
the-
one of us doing with him.
Trying to bargain with him?
Yeah, in an endless time loop.
See, that requires someone being willing to do that.
Yeah, it's an endless time loop.
And seriously, because just the concept of an endless time loop, great and all, but you know, they do have to go through it themselves, so it's in the air. It's
Yeah,
he's
it is.
been waiting some time. He can wait some more.
he can wait. It's just more a matter of like, how much can I annoy him?
Yeah, it's
It's more like little sibling to annoy the big one.
yeah. Well, it depends. Like it's who will break first, your annoyance or his corruption? Like, what is it? Anyway, I gotta call it
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, go.
So yeah, I'll talk to you later. See ya.
So yeah,
And I'll talk to you all later. Hopefully I can get Doom working again. I really hope so. But if not, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out off stream because for whatever reason it doesn't want to work right now, and that's how it is. Whatever. But yeah, I will talk to you all next time. Bye bye.